What a great holiday weekend it was for the Dodgers in Arizona. They wind up taking 3 out of 4 from the Diamondbacks in this series. They win the season series and the tiebreaker over the Diamondbacks if for some reason they were to finish tied at the end of the season. Great day for the offense as well. 11 runs on 17 hits. We saw Teoscar with a 5-hit game. Freddie had a couple of home runs. Shohei Ohtani 3 stolen bases. Mookie Betts 3 RBIs. It can go on and on about this game.
I love the way this team really battled back from last night. They put last night away. They came back game 4, needed to win this game. Jack Flaherty set the tone on the mound. The offense, led by so many guys, set the tone. It was a great day for Dodgers.
Yeah, overall, the offense was outstanding. I mean, you look for, 11 for 16 with 8 RBIs from your top 4 hitters combined. You had 4 stolen bases as well from this team. I love the way Miguel Rojas got a bunt base hit. He's taking extra bases. They were doing everything from an offensive side, putting pressure on the defense. I love that. Flaherty, excellent job really setting the tone for this game. Good victory for the Dodgers.
Well, one thing, Joe Davis, and we've talked a lot about during the series, Freddie Freeman's the greatest hitter in the history of Chase Field, batting average-wise. Had another monster weekend today. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Let's hear from Freddie right now with Kirsten Watson.
Freddie, tonight you had your first multi-homer game of this season. And when you look at the results today, and also just knowing you're coming off of just having the series off, you're nursing your finger, how rewarding was it to get those results, not only in this series, but today?
Yeah, it's nice. I actually hit the ball pretty good all series, and some outs are really good. So I don't know what to test to it. Maybe I got the practice before games, but I've been feeling good the last few games, so I hope I can carry that into tomorrow.
Does it help that you're also really, really good in this stadium? What is it about Chase Field that allows you to have the best average in all of ever, to be honest?
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I come here, I get asked about it, and I don't have an answer. I don't know what it is, but it's still going. We're not jinxing it, so hopefully we can continue this stretch of success here. But I don't know. I like playing here. It's the batter's eyes. I really like the batter's eye here, and the ball used to fly here. It's kind of a graveyard out in center field now, but I don't know what the reason is, but hopefully we keep it going.
Yes, it works. That's all that matters. When you look at this series, though, how important was this win, not only to win the series, but also to continue to improve your standings in the division and leading the division?
Yeah, it was big. A 4-game series on the road, and especially a division rival, to come out with a series win, it's big. Especially when they have Walker, Marte, and Moreno down. You got to try and take advantage of that. Ultimately, I got to give our hats off to our bullpen. They covered so many innings this series, and our offense scored runs all series. And ultimately we won 3 games, so that it was a good start to our road trip.
Speaking of that bullpen, then how important did that make Jack Flaherty's outings today, and what he was able to do to protect some of them? Yeah,
and knowing Jack, I'm sure he's not going to be thrilled. He wants to throw a complete game every time he goes out there. But Jack was great. Gave us 5 2/3 strong innings. We got some runs for him, and he was able to settle down. And Michael and Brent and Best and Banda, again, just a great job today.
All right, well, congratulations on this win, the series win, and now 6 games up in the division.
Thank you, Kirsten.
Freddie Freeman did not play at all in that series against the Baltimore Orioles, plus there was an off day. So he had 4 days off, Nomar, to let that right middle finger calm down a little bit with the hairline fracture, and he looked fantastic all 4 days in Arizona.
He really did, and maybe it was a combination of getting the rest, and then also Arizona, he just likes hitting there. We always talk about there are just certain ballparks where you see the ball really well. There's a different feeling when you step in the batter's box, whatever it may be. He definitely feels it, and boy, did he show it this entire series. And then today, the couple of home runs. I mean, he was driving the ball to all fields. I mean, just quality at bat after quality at bat. Really good to see. We talked about when he hurt his finger, he was about 3 for 23 before him getting that series off, and he just didn't quite look the same. But man, you have a series like this, it gets you right back on track, and it really helps the confidence.
Absolutely. There's no doubt Freddie Freeman is a game-changing type player. So obviously miss him for 4 games. He needed that, just for that swelling to go down, so he feels a bit more comfortable at the plate with the bat in his hands. Boy, he looked a lot more comfortable with the bat in his hands in Arizona. Arizona's a great place to hit. The ball flies there, great batter's eye, but you combine that with Freddie Freeman, the way he drives the baseball, fun series for Freddie.
There's a lot of offense from both teams all weekend long, but you look at the top 4 guys in that Dodgers lineup today, Jerry, what they were able to do, going 11 for 16, knocked in 8 runs, a couple homers, even had 4 stolen bases, 3 of those by Shohei Ohtani.
if they do this every game, we have a pretty good chance to win throughout. I'm going to tell those guys, I'm going to send a text. But Shohei Ohtani, we talk about his speed. Not only with his speed, he puts pressure on the defense, which allows guys like a Mookie Betts to get better pitches to hit. He's not just a guy who runs fast. He is a base stealer. He picks particular counts to go on. Here's that breaking ball in the dirt. There's no throw to third base. So a really easy stolen base there for Shohei Ohtani. And it allows guys like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman to get pitched to hit. And Mookie Betts is also great in his own right, able to pick up base hits and RBIs.
Especially when there's guys on like you mentioned with Shohei Ohtani, you got guys in scoring position. He tries to keep things moving along. We also know he's dangerous. He's a guy who's a good hitter with power, so he can drive it out of the ballpark, get some balls in. Excellent job getting the hands in on that swing right there. Another one, breaking ball. He also says when he's pulling it, where he feels like he's able to have the hands quick enough to pull it, doesn't mean he's always pulling the ball, but he knows when he's doing that, he feels like he's pretty locked in, or he likes where his swing is at. And here he is with the breaking ball, doing it once again. I mean, the top guys just all around really got the job done.
And Teoscar Hernandez, again, another guy who's a run producer, who comes up clutch just about every time in that Dodge uniform. Nomar picked him to get the call shot. Look at this. This is when you know you might have a great day. A nice little lob wedge in for a double. Shake it right there.
The next one's not a lob wedge.
No, it's not a lob wedge. This is a driver off the wall right there. And this is for a triple. Great effort there. But when you have a guy like a Teoscar Hernandez, who's the perfect complement to the other stars in this lineup, he's comfortable in the lineup. He's comfortable with runners on base. He just had a great day.
You said a run producer. He was 5 for 5, didn't knock in a run. What are you talking about? Run producer.
I mean, the whole year.
I'm kidding with you because we know
Freddie was homering and knocking in all the runs.
He kept clearing the bases, but I mean, you have a day like this. I mean, just 5 for 5. He was a home run shy of the cycle. I think right there he was like, listen, maybe I get a pitch and I try to hit that home run. He gets up the end of the bat and still gets a base hit. Those are good days. You're feeling it. And then other guys behind him, Will Smith, he's knocking in guys as well, just up and down the lineup. There's always just that one. We don't have to mention that one, but there's always one. But at the same time, when you're getting, production up and down the lineup, each and every guy getting a hit, getting on base, good to see.
David Segui, who was at this game, came up. I was that one guy in that lineup. We scored like 19 runs. I didn't have one hit. I was that one guy. He shook my hand, goes, dude, great game. I go, bro, I was like 0 for 6. He goes, yeah, if you didn't make the outs, we still be playing. So it's always that one.
Got to speed up the games. Way to go, Jerry. All right, let's go back to Arizona and hear from Shohei Ohtani with Kirsten and the media.
Shohei, now to be at 44 home runs, 46 stolen bases. How much is 50 and 50 top of your mind now that you're getting so close?
44本、4本46盗塁で50、50っていう目標っていうのは、なんか実現化してるんですかね。
どうなんですか。残り何試合あるかもちょっと分かってないので、はい。1試合でも多くしっかりと出て、まず健康な状態で出て、1試合多く、出れればチャンスがあるんじゃないかなと思います。
I'm not sure how many games are left, but, just really looking forward to, being able to contribute every time I get to play the game.
And you look at just the importance of this series and this game today when it comes to the division standings, just how many games ahead you guys are now. How important was this win today?
この試合勝つことっていうのは、チームにとってどのぐらい大事だったんですか？
まず、しっかりと最初の1、2試合目取って、昨日負けてしまいましたけど、みんなしっかりと気持ち切り替えて今日、いいゲームができたっていうのはチーム的にすごく大きいですし、同地区のライバルに勝てたっていうのはすごい大きいことだなと思います。
Winning the first 2 games, but dropping the third and really being able to come back to win this one is a huge one. And obviously against our division rival is a big deal.
Go back to Anaheim tomorrow. What do you think the emotions are going to be just being back in that ballpark for a regular season game?
アナハイム戻ることになるんですけども、正直な気持ち、心境っていうのはどうですかね。
もちろん、今まで一番多くの時間を過ごした球場なので自分にとって特別ですし、ファンの人たちの前でプレーするっていうのももちろん特別なことなので、はい、一生懸命頑張りたいなと思います。
For me, it's a special place. Obviously, I spend out pretty much the most time compared to other stadiums, and being able to obviously spend the time playing in front of the fans.
How surprised were you that the Angels didn't
match the kind of offer that the Dodgers or some other teams were willing to give you in free agency this year?
エンゼルスが、同じような契約のオファーっていうのが、なかったっていうところで、何か少し、感じることはありますか？
どうなんですかね。そこに関しては特にはないですかね。他の球団、で、自分を評価してくれ、むしろ高く評価してくれてるドジャースも含めて、評価してくれたと思ってるので、そこはエンジェルスがどうのこうのっていうよりは、高く評価してくれた、球団に対してありがとうございますっていうところかなと思います。
Nothing really. I'm just, thankful and grateful for the teams that ended up offering a contract, because that's the reflection of what they think about me.
If they had, how likely do you think it would be you'd still be with the Angels right now?
もしエンゼルスが同じようなオファーをしたら、残留っていうのはどのぐらいの可能性だったんですかねと。
どうなんですかね。実際されてはもちろんいないので、たらればのことを今ここでは言えないですし、はい。今、このチームで頑張ってるので、はい。今はこのチームでしっかりとワールドシリーズで勝つことを、目標に頑張ってるので、はい。それでいいかなと思ってます。
It's hard to tell. Obviously that the offer did not come to fruition. So, it's really a situation where it was more of it's more of an if they did situation. So I can't really speak on that.
Why do you think you guys didn't have as much success on the field in Anaheim during your years there that maybe we would have thought?
You mean, say that again?
Why do you think you guys didn't have as much success on the field in Anaheim during your years there?
なかなかエンゼルスでは、チームとしていい成績残せなかったっていうのは、多くあったと思うんですけども、その要因としては、何だったんですかね。
そうなんですかね。僕自身もいいシーズンもあれば、もちろん、怪我をしてほとんど出れないような、投げれないようなシーズンももちろんあったので、個人的にももう少しフルで、貢献できれば、もちろん違った部分はあるのかなと思います。
There were seasons where we played well as a team, but there were also seasons where I really didn't play at all. And if I did, in those situations, maybe the results would have been different.
What are you most looking forward to tomorrow going back there?
明日何か、プラスっていうか、そうですね。何かプラス。
楽しみにもちろんしてますね。さっきも言いましたけど、一番時間を過ごした球場ではあるので、エンジェルス戦っていうのはもう、レギュラーシーズンでも、ドジャーススタジアムでやったので、そこに対してっていうよりかは、エンジェルススタジアムでプレーできるっていうところには、特別な気持ちはあるかなと思います。
As I stated before, being able to I spent a lot of time at Anaheim Stadium. And, obviously this year we already played against the team. So just really looking forward to being able to spend some time at a ballpark that I spent most of my career at.
Shohei, you're chasing history, trying to become the first major league player to be 50-50. But in this series, you gave up a lot of at-bats for the team. Do you feel like that set the example for the rest of the team by doing that?
そのチームのためのバッティングっていうのが今回のシリーズで目立ってるんですけども、もちろんその50-50っていう記録っていうところに向かって、いると思いますが、どのぐらいそのチームのために、のためのバッティングっていうのを心がけているんですか？
必ずアウトにはなると思うので、どんなにいいバッターもアウトにもちろんなることはありますし、状況によって、それが生産的なアウトなら全く問題ないかなと思いますし、今日のアウトはどちらかというとそういうアウトだと思うので、そういうアットバットが多くなってくると、やっぱりチームとしても、波に乗ってこれるのかなと思います。
Every hitter, gets out. So, as productive as possible is something that I look, towards being able to do. So, like today, productive outs are really key. And,